Welcome you here live to the ballpark at Jackson. Jeremy Smith alongside Carter Moles. Game 2, day 1, the SSAC Baseball Championship. The 1 seed Faulkner and the 8 seed Blue Mountain. Defensively for the Eagles, the man on the mound, number 10, Ty Correa. His battery mate is number 7, Christian Webb. First base is Wesley Estrella. The second baseman in this lineup is Johnny Lopez. Shortstop, Juan Trinidad. Third base, Jorge Lucero. Left to right in the outfield, Eduardo Martinez, Evan Gilliam, and Orlando Lordui. For the Eagles, for Blue Mountain, as that ball popped up and fouled out of play, the man at the plate, the leadoff hitter, Mr. Roberson. We'll have Carter Moles tell you about him and his teammates.
Tyrese Roberson, the right fielder, leads off. He'll be followed by Hayden Redding, the center fielder. Carson Galt, the catcher, will bat third. Will Crawford, the third baseman, bats fourth. That one hit well into left field. That one back. It will
off the top of the Blue Monster. Any shorter, and that ball, if that wall's any shorter, that ball's out of here. So it's a double off the Monster for Roberson.
And that's what Roberson did against Faulkner in that series. He hit absolute tanks. He had 2 home runs in that series, and we talked about how good our Darius Townsend is at the plate. He had just as good, if not a little bit better of a weekend than Townsend against the Eagles, and he's starting off right where he left off against Faulkner. And Townsend is the 5-hole hitter, designated hitter. Rivera, the second baseman, will bat after him. Gavin Coles, the left fielder, will bat 7th. Chris Smith, the first baseman, will bat 8th. And Andrew Garrison, the shortstop, will bat in the 9-hole, and Chris Giordano will be the pitcher when the time comes for the toppers.
And he plunks him, so Ty Correa in the soup early after hitting Redding, with Roberson already on second, and now Galt will come to the plate. Ty Correa had a good outing, one of his better outings of the season against Blue Mountain, in a 14-13 win, a wild ball game that Faulkner trailed massively and then scored 11 runs from the 8th inning on to win that game in extra innings. Ty Correa that day had 7 strikeouts over 5 innings and limited the toppers to just 1 run. He's in it early here, though. Runners on first and second. Faulkner did sweep that series. There is a shot center field. Evan Gilliam will track it back, catch it in front of the track. Roberson will tag and easily move. Runners on first and third with 1 out now. Faulkner did sweep that series in some competitive ball games, 9-5, 11-4, and 14-13. So a lot of runs scored. These are 2 teams that can really swing the bat. We talked about that as an 8 seed. Don't be fooled. This is an 8-seeded Blue Mountain team that is 29-19 overall, if I remember that correctly. And there's the first run of the ball game. Another ball kicking around in right field and just putting pressure on the Eagles early. It's already 1-0. Now you got 2 more in scoring position.
Yeah, and unlucky there for Lucero. He's usually pretty sure-handed at third. Misplayed that one, then threw it into the outfield. A couple errors on one play, brings in a run and puts 2 in scoring position, but everybody's in scoring position while Darius Townsend's at the dish.
Yeah, this is the SSAC Player of the Year, and I cannot tell you how rare it is for the Conference Player of the Year to be on a team that is the 8 seed, but that is how good Townsend has been.
Yeah, a 1420 OPS, 384 batting average, slugging .915, 24 home runs, 77 RBIs, 11 doubles, and 2 triples.
Lucero snags it, fires home, and they got him, and now back to third, and not in time. Townsend, fielder's choice. Lucero coming home. They erase the runner at the plate. That'll keep it 1-0 Blue Mountain. With a runner at third now and 2 away.
That's a great play by Lucero, and especially after the last sequence with him, it's got to feel really good to get that throw home, get the tag, and keep a run off the board, keep it to a one-run game for now with 2 outs.
33-14 is the Faulkner record on the season.
Josiah Rivera at the dish. He was 2 for 10 against Faulkner in that 3-game set.
Ball delivered.
Correa, the pitcher for the Eagles, enters with a 6.48 ERA, 25 innings of work, 333 batting average against.
Estrella smothers the ground ball. Things could have gotten much, much worse for Ty Correa and company, but his defense buckled down behind him after the 2 errors on one play. They get a great out at the plate. Correa pitches his way out of it. 1-0 Blue Mountain after the top of the first, the SSAC Baseball Championship. Evan Gilliam leading off for the Eagles here in the bottom of the first. The Faulkner lineup. Evan Gilliam, the center fielder, bats first. Orlando Lordui, the right fielder, is second. Shortstop Juan Trinidad, third. Cleanup man is the second baseman Johnny Lopez. Left fielder Eduardo Martinez, fifth. The catcher Christian Webb, sixth. 7-hole is the first baseman Wesley Estrella. The DH Zach Ferris is eighth. And the third baseman, Jorge Lucero, is ninth defensively for the Toppers.
Behind the plate is Carson Galt. At first is Chris Smith. Second baseman is Josiah Rivera. Shortstop is Andrew Garrison. Third baseman is Will Crawford. Left fielder, Gavin Cole. Center fielder, Hayden Redding. And the right fielder is Ty Robertson. And the man on the mound is Cole Giordano. Missaid his name earlier. Cole Giordano, a 7.11 ERA against Faulkner in his appearance. Went 6 1/3 against the Eagles. Gave up 5 earned. Struck out 3.
Gilliam lines out to the shortstop. 1 gone in the Faulkner half of the first.
And throughout the season, Giordano has been statistically one of the best arms. He's been the best starter with a 4.69 ERA through 48 innings of work. He struck out 29, walked 23, opponents with a 263 batting average against. Not a high-volume strikeout guy usually, but a guy who has pitched into a lot of weak contact.
That one's over for a strike. Lordui awaits.
He hit 571 against the Toppers.
There's a ground ball through the right side and a single for Orlando Lordui, and Faulkner with a tying run aboard.
That's his 9th hit against the Toppers in just over 3 games now, as Lordui has been seeing the ball really well And it's always interesting seeing some of the differences and how some players hit the ball just so much better against other teams and other teams they really struggle with. But so far, Lord Dewey in his games against Blue Mountain has been seeing the ball absurdly well.
The shortstop won. Trinidad to the dish now. Trinidad's put together a quality year for the Eagles.
Yeah, a couple first-team All-Conference members batting back-to-back in the 3 and 4 or in the 2 and 3 holes here. Followed up with a second-teamer in the 4 hole and Johnny Lopez. And when Juan Trinidad is going, we talked a little bit about like Sam Bowman being that guy for Mobile, for Brandon Mooney, for Loyola.
Stolen base for Lord Dewey. And you talked about Loyola will be aggressive on the bases. So will Patrick McCarthy's team every single time.
Yeah, they will. The Eagles love to run. They didn't run a whole lot against the Toppers, but that was 108th stolen base this year on 127 attempts. But Juan Trinidad is that guy for Faulkner that when he's going, Faulkner usually is going too. The games where Faulkner struggled, it's been Trinidad's also had a share of struggles. When he's going, the whole team seems to go pretty well too. Carrying a .356 batting average, a .541 slugging percentage, .422 on base. And Trinidad's got 10 RBIs and 10 doubles, 7 home runs, and 51 RBIs on the year.
The left-hander, Giordano, gets the sign, kicks and fires. Trinidad takes away. Two and 1 is the count on Juan Trinidad.
3-1.
Or 3-1 now, yeah. That one misses, I think it did. So a walk issued to Juan Trinidad as Orlando Lord Dewey stole third on the pitch. So first and third now.
Yeah, he got a great jump, and the pitch was a little bit low for Galt to even try to do anything with, and decided to just go ahead and not even try to throw down. That brings Johnny Lopez to the dish. He was batting .360 on the year, leading the Eagles in batting average. .1054 on base percentage, or OPS rather. .444 on base. 9 home runs, 7 doubles.
Runners on the corners, one away for Johnny Lopez. Lopez regularly the second baseman, and they throw out Juan Trinidad there.
It's a great throw by Galt, and you see why the Eagles didn't run too much on Blue Mountain.
Yeah.
A fantastic throw from Galton. He had a really good throw on Lord Dewey's, but the right fielder had a little bit better jump than the shortstop there.
You go from runners on the corners and 1 out to a runner on third and 2 out. The inning feels a whole lot different. Now you got to have a hit here. And Lopez swings through it. He's behind 0-2. Johnny Lopez, routinely the second baseman for Faulkner, has been in the DH role for the last several weeks. Back at second today. That one lifted foul out of play.
A big spot here for the Eagles trying to level things.
That one misses.
What do you suggest? I have no more ideas.
1 and 2 is the count.
Can you send me the big string key again? Maybe I'll try it on the big full.
That one fouled off.
Giordano went after the hands there, and Lopez battles it off.
That one will miss in the dirt. So Johnny Lopez trying to work his way aboard, keep the inning alive, find a way to get Lord Dewey home and tie the ball game. Giordano delivers. He'll take away again. Full count now.
I'm trying to see if there's anything on this end I can do.
Lopez digs back in. The lefty fires and a walk. After going behind 0-2, Lopez does a great job to coax a walk here.
Yeah, I had to battle off a really tough pitch on that inside fastball, and patient eye gets down the line.
So Giordano will go back to work and try to strand that runner at third.
So Eduardo Martinez steps up to the plate.
The southpaw gets the sign. Delivers. The appeal. The umpire at first says, yep, he went. The host bids for the NAIA released right before first pitch in this one. Faulkner, not one of the hosts. The only SSAC team that got the host bid was William Carey, which means their spot in the national tournament is assured. That one, fly ball, center field. Faulkner unable to cash in. They trail 1-0. Blue Mountain back to the plate in the top of the second on the other side. SSAC Baseball Championship.